guys, it's Sophia the Shadow Hunter, and today I'm doing a book review of The Beast in the Red Forest by EastLand. I finished this book about 4 days ago, so I'm going to try really hard to do a good review on this book. I've been doing some research, looking at other reviews, other people's thoughts about it, and I did enjoy this book. I love these books. They're so entertaining. They're historical. I like that it's set in Russia. It's a detective. It has to do about Stalin and the Red Forest that looked like, the leaves in the forest look like a red, so look like blood, so that's why they call it The Beast in the Red Forest. And it says, Inspector Pekla faces his deadliest foe. It says, a soldier returns from the front line of battle to report that Inspector Pekla's charred body has been found at the site of an ambush, but Stalin refuses to believe that the indomitable Pekla is dead. On Stalin's orders, Pekla's assistant Kurov travels deep into the forests of western Russia, following a trail of clues to the wilderness, where partisans wage a brutal campaign against the Nazi invaders. Unknown to Kurov, he is being led into the trap. The fifth Inspector Pekla novel to delight fans and newcomers alike. So this book is about Kurov, who is Stalin's assistant. He sends him out to go find Pekla, and he can't find him. He has been missing, or assumed he's been missing, for 2 years, and he ends up following leads and finds that he is still alive, and that Stalin wants to kill the Emerald Eye, and so they find their way back. He helps them get safely back to where he needs to go, and then there's the side story of the family who worked at the Ford Motors, and he was taken by the Soviets and never returned. Because of this, they lost their house and food and all that, and they were sent to work for the government. So I'll read you the last part of it right here. It says, why did you let me live, Pekla? After all I've done to you, do you really want the answer, Comrade Stalin? There was a long pause. No, says Stalin. On second thought, maybe I don't. Without another word, he hung up the phone. For a moment, Stalin looked around his study as the red velvet curtains, the picture of laying on the wall, and the old grandfather clock standing silent in the corner, as if to reassure himself that everything was as it should be. Then he opened the drawer in his desk, removed a can of sardines and tomato sauce, and peeled back the top of the small metal key. He took off his jacket, rolled up his sleeves, and tucked a large gray handkerchief into his collar. But before he began his meal, Stalin lifted the headset, which had been listening to the conversation in Pekla's office. He had waited for the precise moment when they were sitting down to eat before ordering Petrograd to place the call. Now, as Stalin heard the sound of cutlery on plates, he slipped one of the greasy, headless sardines into his mouth. When he chewed, he felt the soft bones crush between his teeth. Pausing to lick the tiny glistening fish scales from his fingertips, Stalin imagined he was there among them in the cozy little room, sharing the warmth and the laughter. So he obviously, he is back, and he asked him why he didn't kill himself. He's surprised he didn't kill him because he was trying to have him murdered, and he's listening in now to see what he's going to do next. Obviously, he has worked for the Soviets as their detective and for Stalin himself, and he's not to be trusted, so he's listening in on them. This is the 5th book, and there's 2 other ones. I just found out that I've been rereading the series, and I was looking on Goodreads and online, and I've been rereading this book, but I did not reread the 3rd book, which is Archive 17, and I don't have the one that comes after this, so I go ahead and reread that one and then try to get my hands on the other 2 books, because this is a really interesting story. But when I read this, it was like sporadic. I read a little bit and a little bit, and then by the time I got to finishing it, I felt like I was just a little hard time like following it. But I love these books. They're so entertaining. If you guys have read them, please leave your comments and thoughts down below. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next time in another one. Goodbye.